Hey guys, this is Gigi, and you are watching Paper Trails by Gigi. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I will be cash stuffing some savings challenges. I've changed things up a little bit. We'll see how that goes, how I like that. But I think what I'm going to do is on my rolling saves, my mystery challenges, those challenges, I think I'm going to roll and then just put a sticky that I'm saving that amount for my, just so I can prepare more for the cash. And then also in my any scratch off challenges, I think I'm gonna do that as well, instead of just scratching, seeing if I have money for it, just trying to avoid IOUs and just kind of just trying to be a little more organized. So today we will be doing our $5 challenge. We're skipping one and we'll finish with one, but we're skipping the $2 challenge this week. So we're going to do the $5 challenge, and let me get my yellow marker. And we will be adding $15 into our high five $5 savings challenge. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. Alrighty. And I'm not going to count the fives. All right, let's go ahead and scratch off for our mystery challenge so we can stuff that next week. We're going to scratch off, let's go ahead and do, we have $14, 14, 9, 8, and 10. 14, 9, 8, and 10. So let's see what that is. 14 plus 9 plus 8 plus 10. We will be stuffing $41 for the mystery challenge on our next savings challenge video. Right, let me get my vacuum cleaner. All right. And for Savopoly, we stopped on $15. So let me roll. See what we get the next time. So stopped at 15, so we owe it 5. So we owe Savopoly $5 for next week. And I believe that is it for this binder. Now let's go into my A6 Savings Challenge binder. So I did, before we do that, let me go ahead and stuff for May. I didn't, as you guys know, I didn't think about when I made my April challenge that I needed to, you know, move as quickly as possible to get through that. So I will have to go back to April, go to May, you know, just to kind of complete it. At least by June, we'll see. So I'm basically trying to complete April and May by June. So for my May challenge, I believe I allocated $18 for that. So yeah, because I wanted to finish this row and then all of this row. So each icon, I don't know if y'all can see it, but each icon is worth $3. So we got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, not $18, $15. So let me get $15. And let me free. All right, y'all. So for our May challenge, we have 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. We have $24 in our May challenge. And let's go into April showers. This is also a roll, but I think I allocated for April, I allocated $18. So let's see what we come up with. So that is $6. Guess I could do 2 at a time. 4 and 2. So 4, 2, 6, 10, 12. 4 and 1. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right. So for April, we rolled a 6, we rolled a 4, we rolled a 2, we rolled a 4, and we rolled a 1. That's $17. So I will be adding $17 to the pot. 10, 15, 16, 17. So far for April showers, we have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. We have $52 in our April Showers challenge. Which is pretty darn good, if I must say so myself. Getting a little chunky. All right, I think we can put this to the back for right now. All right, you guys. So what I want to get into next is we're going to start on the Princesses challenge. And what I'm going to do is, I lied. What I'm going to do is roll, and let's see how much money I have. 20, 40. I'm going to roll. I think I'm going to roll my four-sided die. And let's see. Okay. I'm going to roll my four-sided die, and this is going to tell me how many icons I'm going to save for. So let's get it started. All right, Corey Ann, Miss Princess Corey Ann. That is a 1. So we will be, if I can find a pretty purple color. So we will be saving $5 for Princess Corey Ann this week. All right, Corey Ann girl, you have $5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Princess Aria. Let's see how many icons we will color in for yours. No, we're not going to do one again. Let's see, this is probably not the... All right, we got 2 icons for Aria. So if I got $10 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hers is pink. Let's see if we can find a pretty pink for her. Let's see. All right, Aria. Girl, you got $10. Let me see if I have a 10 in here. Yep, I do have a 10. So I'm going to swap these $10 out for this. And put that back. Well, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Put that back over here. All right. Aria has $10 saved for her birthday. Miss Stankabutt. All right. So let's see if we can start on Ashton's birthday. That's my oldest baby. And he's getting to be a big boy, so you know how that goes. All right, let's start right here for Ash. Ooh, Lord, $19. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the $19. I'm going to scratch again for the following week. So let me go ahead and I'm just going to put 20. And let's do up here. Should have went with that one first. All right, so the next time I cash stuff my savings challenges, I am going to save this 6 for next week. Ooh, Lord, it's getting off some of those. Oh well. All right. So we have $19. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the 20 and then next week I'm going to do 5. So it can be an even $25. That's how we going to do that. Let me make myself a little note of what I'm going to do. Because y'all know I will forget. All right. Okay, and I think what we're gonna do next is let's go ahead and get Mr. Lifey some love. That's my baby, my man's. Yeah, he's not part of the grandkids club. And I got this oil pen. I don't even know what I bought this for, y'all. A paint marker. And I think I bought it because it's white. No, let me see. I think what I'm gonna do is this 20 I'm gonna add for his birthday. And each icon for him is $20. All right, y'all, that's as good of a football as it's gonna be. So, and he would come in here when I was doing this, being nosy. Anyway, all right, y'all, so we have $2 left. I'm probably just gonna roll this to something. I'll just put it in next week's savings challenges. So I don't really have anything allocated for that for $2. So, all right, y'all. That is the end of the video. Thank you for joining me again. It was kind of short and sweet. I just wanted to get some money saved and, you know, all that good stuff. And every little bit helps. I'm telling you, every little bit. I don't care if it's $1, y'all. I don't care if it's $2. Every little bit helps. And when you're doing your sinking funds, Like some I might not put anything in, and that's just because it's really not of importance at the moment, or I have, a lot in there that'll last me a while. But, if you feel like you're running really low on cash and you just want to save something in your sinking funds, put $1 in there, put $2 in there. Save something. Don't feel like, oh, I can't save, or I can't, just what you see maybe in some of the, in the budgeting community on these YouTube channels. You might see a lot of cash stuffings and you feel like you might get a little intimidated and feel like, since you can't save what others are saving, that you just can't save it all. That is furthest from the truth. So just do what you can. I mean, just get started. Just start. I'm talking to myself, not in budgeting, but I'm talking to myself in anything that you may want to do, anything that you feel like you want to start doing, and you just don't feel as confident in doing it. Just do it. When I started this challenge, I mean, not this challenge, when I started this channel, I felt, just a little intimidated. Not so much the money, but just setting everything up, just putting, myself on camera, just doing the things, talking, just am I gonna say the right things? Am I gonna do the right things? Am I gonna, just be yourself and start, whatever it may be. So, anyway, y'all, that's my little preaching session for the day. But I thank you guys so much for joining me. I ask that you please consider subscribing, like, comment, all the things. All right, see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.